Tonight I want to give you something more valuable than gold, something ancient yet eternal, hidden in plain sight, whispered in sacred texts, echoed by mystics, and now confirmed by modern science. It is the secret of transformation, the bridge between imagination and manifestation. It is this: you must feel it real, not just think, not just hope, not just visualize, but feel, with such vividness and intensity that your subconscious mind accepts it as reality. Because in truth, the world you see is not objective. It is a mirror one that reflects not your wishes, but your deepest feelings. Most people live by appearances. They wait for things to change so they can feel better. But creators, mystics, and conscious manifestors know the opposite is true. Your inner state is the cause, and your outer world is the effect. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the cause of them through what you accept as true within yourself. That's why the Bible says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." Not in his mind, in his heart. In his feeling, because feeling is the language of the subconscious, and the subconscious shapes reality. Let's pause and understand this deeper. When you feel something, truly feel it, your brain releases chemicals, your nervous system responds, and your energetic field begins to shift. You are literally broadcasting a new signal to the universe. Quantum physics confirms this. We live in a participatory universe where the observer affects the outcome. But you are not just an observer, you are the imaginer, the dreamer, and the chooser. And what you feel consistently, you attract. What you feel with conviction, you create. Now imagine you want love in your life. You don't get it by craving, begging, or chasing it. You get it by feeling love now, in this moment. Feel cherished. Feel chosen. Walk as if you are someone who is deeply adored. When you hold that vibration, people and circumstances must emerge that reflect it. The same is true for wealth, health, success, freedom, or peace. If you feel poor, no amount of money will bring abundance because the feeling of lack will repel it. But if you feel rich in spirit, grateful, and secure, the outer world will deliver experiences in harmony with that vibration. Let me tell you a story. A man once came to Neville Goddard, frustrated and stuck in a dead-end job. He asked, "How do I get out of this?" Neville said, "Go to sleep tonight, imagining you're already in the position you desire. Hear the words, see the scene, feel the handshake." The man did. He imagined shaking hands with a new boss, being congratulated, feeling confident and proud. Within a few weeks, a company he hadn't even applied to offered him a new position with double the pay. What changed? His resume? His skills? Number. His state of being changed. His feeling changed. And reality mirrored it. Another woman, heartbroken and alone, longed to reconcile with her partner. Neville didn't tell her to text him or try to fix things. He told her to assume and feel that she was already reunited. Each night, she felt his arms around her, heard him say, "I love you." Within a month, he called out of the blue. They were together again. Why? Because she stopped feeling separation and began to feel union, and union became her truth. You see, feeling is the secret. When you feel the wish fulfilled, you're not just imagining, you are creating. Your subconscious cannot distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you impress it with feeling, It sets out to manifest that feeling into form. That's why Neville said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and persist in that assumption. The assumption, when deeply felt, becomes fact. Now let's talk science for a moment. Neuroscience tells us that every time you imagine something with emotion, you create new neural pathways. This is called neuroplasticity. Your brain doesn't care whether the event is real or imagined, it reacts the same. When you imagine success, gratitude, or healing, your body begins to produce the same hormones as if it were already happening. Cortisol drops. Dopamine and serotonin rise. You literally begin to embody the state. And over time, your outer reality begins to align with the inner frequency you've stabilized. So how do you do this? How do you feel it real? Start with a simple scene that implies your desire is already fulfilled. Don't make it long or complicated, just one moment. For love, imagine hearing, I love you. For wealth, imagine seeing your bank balance or holding a check. For health, feel yourself walking with energy. Close your eyes. See it, touch it, smell it. Let every sense be involved. And then the most important part, feel it. Let the emotion of that fulfillment saturate you. And once you've felt it, drop it. Let go. Don't obsess. Don't check. Don't contradict it. Simply return to it whenever needed and trust. This is where faith comes in. Faith is not hoping. It's not waiting. It's knowing. Faith is loyalty to the unseen. And when you stay loyal to the unseen, to your inner feeling, the seen must conform. The bridge of incidents will appear. Things will shift. People will show up. But it all starts with you and the state you dwell in. So many people ask, how long will it take? That's the wrong question. Time is not your concern. Your job is to feel the end now. The universe is not moved by time, it is moved by vibration. And vibration is ruled by feeling. If you persist in the new feeling, reality must bend. This is not magic. This is law. And let me be clear, this is not about faking it or denying reality. It's about choosing what reality you wish to create and embodying it from within. You may still see the old world for a while. That's okay. It's just the echo of a previous state. Don't be discouraged. Hold the feeling. Let the old fade. You are not separate from the Creator. You are one with the creative power of the universe. God is not some distant being. God is your own wonderful human imagination. When you imagine and feel with love, faith, and clarity, you are acting as God acts, and creation must follow. So tonight, I invite you to begin. Choose one desire. Build a short, powerful scene that implies it's already done. Enter that scene. Live in it, sleep in it, revisit it as often as needed. Don't force, don't beg, just feel and trust. Because once the feeling is accepted, the creation is inevitable. This is how miracles happen. This is how lives are changed. This is how ordinary people become extraordinary creators. Not through effort, but through alignment. Through feeling, through faith. So close your eyes. Enter the scene. Feel the wish fulfilled. And then let the universe handle the rest. Remember this always. You are the operant power. What you feel as true will become true. So feel wisely, feel deliberately, and feel with love. Because reality is not something you experience. Reality is something you create. But what if you're in pain right now? What if your current reality is full of struggle, illness, heartbreak, debt, loneliness? That's when this teaching matters most. Because you are not being asked to pretend it doesn't hurt. You are being asked to feel something greater, to choose a new inner truth so boldly, so beautifully, that the old world has no choice but to dissolve. You are not denying reality, you are overriding it. Neville taught that imagination is not idle. It's not fantasy, it's divine action. When you imagine with feeling, you are participating in the creative act of God. He said, "Man is all imagination, and God is man, and exists in us, and we in him." This is not about worshiping something outside you. This is about awakening to the creative power within you. The power that shapes galaxies also shapes your destiny, and it responds to one thing only, your inner state. So if you're in a place of pain emotionally, financially, or physically, don't fight it. Don't run from it. Instead, ask, what is the feeling I want to dwell in? Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, can you feel peace even for 10 seconds? Can you feel loved even if no one else is there? Can you feel secure even if the bills aren't paid yet? This is the real work. It's not about controlling the world. It's about controlling your inner weather, and the world conforms. Neville called it living in the end, not hoping for the end, not waiting for the end, living in the end now. What does this mean? It means if you want to be a successful artist, you don't ask, how will it happen? You ask, what does it feel like to be a successful artist? You might imagine holding a sold-out gallery invitation. You might imagine the smile on your face as someone praises your work. You don't need the whole movie, just the scene that captures the essence, and you replay it with love and joy and gratitude. That feeling, not the thought, is the seed that changes everything. And when doubts come, and they will, you return to the feeling. You say, no. I have already received it in consciousness. Because once received there, it must unfold here. Let me give you a deeper secret. Your state of being is contagious. People pick up on it unconsciously. If you feel confident and abundant, the world treats you accordingly. Opportunities open, people respond differently. Circumstances shift to match your new identity. And the identity is created through feeling. So practice this daily, make it a ritual. Morning and night, the two gateways to the subconscious. As you wake and before you sleep, enter the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It doesn't take long, just 5 to 10 minutes of sincere emotional feeling can rewrite your future. But you must feel it with belief. With faith, with a sense of joy. The Bible says, when you pray, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Not believe that you might, not hope that you do, believe that you already have. That's the Neville method. Assume the state, feel it real, and persist. Because here's the truth most people miss. Persistence is power. One powerful visualization won't undo years of conditioned fear or doubt. But if you keep coming back to the new state again and again, you will eventually saturate your subconscious. And when that tipping point happens, it feels like a miracle. But it's not. It's law. And this law works for everyone regardless of age, background, education, or past mistakes. It works because it's not about your past. It's about your state right now. You can shift at any moment. You can become someone new by assuming the feeling of already being that person. Think of a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It doesn't earn wings. It assumes a new form. That's what you are doing, not by force, but by inner assumption. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be willing to feel something better and to stay there more than you stay in the old. Let's do a short example together. Close your eyes, take a breath, and imagine it's done. The money is here, the love is here, the health is restored, the success is unfolding. Feel it. What do you hear? What are you wearing? Who is with you? What are they saying? Now let it in the emotion. Let your heart believe it. Let your body respond. Let your nervous system accept it as truth. Stay there. Let it become natural. Now open your eyes, but carry the feeling with you. That is the power. You've just planted the seed. Now water it with repetition and faith, and soon it must bear fruit. Here's the real miracle. When you live this way, life becomes exciting again. You stop needing proof before belief. You start living by inner truth. You wake up grateful. You trust the invisible. You feel joy for no reason. And in that state, miracles feel normal. So I challenge you, tonight, before you sleep, enter the state of your fulfilled desire. Don't wish for it. Don't try. Just be it. Just feel it. Just trust. And if you do it daily, even imperfectly, your world will begin to change. Slowly at first, then faster, then suddenly. Because nothing can resist the power of a heart that has already claimed the victory. You are not here to beg life for scraps. You are here to command reality with love. You are here to manifest with elegance and ease. You are here to remember who you really are, a divine creator. So stop waiting, start feeling, and watch what happens when the universe responds to your new vibration. This is your moment. Don't just hear these words, live them. You now know the secret. Feel it real. The rest is inevitable.